Again, traditionally, when I look at products that have been out there and sold to brokerages, they're really individual products and they're really meant for agents. They don't do a lot of conversion style. They don't have a lot of conversion style features and functionality built in. So again, you're thinking that individual agents are going to buy their own products, and that's traditionally how the market's going. And as we've gotten better over the years, since I entered the business 12 years ago, I've really seen a change where technology companies are now saying, you know what, we have an agent product, but we also have this great broker product. And we are stepping into that environment today. And the difference really is there's some really key points. So lead distribution is one of them, right? You want good leads that you're paying for to go to your top agents and funnel them down through that way. So you are now offering an agent something that they're terrified of. You're offering lead generation, and you're offering it, if you're a good agent, you're going to get more than, say, a lesser agent. Right? So number one thing, so lead distribution is super important. The second way is how you set up your office. So the hierarchy of your office, right? So who's what, who has access to what in the technology stack that we're building, and who is going to benefit that from the most. And you really build it out from scratch. So from broker down to administrators, to ISAs, to the actual agents. So that is something that's crucial as well. And that also becomes part of your recruiting stack. The recruiting portion, which is one of the key pieces to that, because it is going to be so important for recruiting agents and who you're competing against, and showing the value of what you can bring to the table. And that's going to be part of that piece, right? So it's not just about who you interview or who you've interviewed in the past. It's about what you've talked about and being able to keep track of that and where they are in that decision, because you might not get them today, but in 18 months they might be ready to come back again, because what that other company didn't deliver, they're still looking for from you, and what you did or what you're planning and how you've grown. So that's super important as well. There's also the branding side of things, right? So I think a lot of people get lost in the shuffle, and when they see a large organization like RE/MAX, they get a little scared of it, because when I hear about RE/MAX, I hear about large desk fees and fees to use the copier and all the different stuff that they charge for. It becomes very expensive to become a realtor. But you could rebrand yourself using our system under a white label, which means basically I'm taking Dave Carter Real Estate and putting that across my brand, and that becomes something significant in the areas that you're working, right? So if you're working in Phoenix, you want to become the expert in Phoenix, and that brand should be what people think about when they want to go to Phoenix. It shouldn't be the big red, white, and blue balloon that's flying all over North America and the world, and massive revenues, and you're just a little guy and part of that scheme.
Yeah, that's a really good point. You want to be able to create your own brand and culture, right?
That's right.
So that's great.
Because when you start as a broker, it is hard to start as a broker. Typically, you start as an agent, you move to a team, and then you're like, all right, I'm ready to go. You're not identified as a brand. You don't know if you're a luxury specialist yet. You don't know if you're looking at for sale by owner homes. You don't know exactly what you're doing. So you really want to grow that brand and have it grow with you, depending on which direction you take in the long run as a broker, a new broker, or even an established broker. Saying, hey, you know what, I'm only going to deal in houses that are over $3 million, and you want that brand to reflect that.